Howdy doodle dandy. I'm in my pajamas again. It's day 19 of Unus Annus. I'm filming this a bit late, so it might not get up in time. Well, I mean, it will, probably, because it's only 7. Regardless, okay. So, I really do need to get my hair cut. I'm sure it's very annoying to just watch me continuously sweep my hair back, so I'm just gonna tuck it on in there. Okay. So, today, I will be talking about insecurities and shit like that. There we go, that's good. Because, like I've said before, I don't really like talking about myself, especially not the way that I feel and shit. But I did it really, really a lot heavily with my art class, and ever since then I've been feeling a lot more confident and my vibrate. Oh fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm sure that will be the last time throughout this video. If it's not, just shoot me down. And ever since then I've been feeling a lot better about things and my confidence has grown. So, let me think. Last night especially, I was kept up because I was thinking about, mostly because I stayed up till 2, and you know, whenever it's past 12, I'm just like, well, I'm awake forever now, I guess. But I was lying awake thinking about how I want to be in a relationship. And I know everyone does. Everyone wants to be loved. Or, you know, some people don't. Like, and, you know, I don't really have any pinpoint on my romantic connotations, sexually wise. Like, not sexually, but orientation wise. Like, I just kind of like everyone, but I also, you know, don't, because I know I don't have a chance with anyone. And it's just, in every relationship I've been in, I'm very compliant, and I do pretty much anything that is wanted of me. So I got taken advantage of constantly, and I still do. But I let it happen, because I know I'm not worth, you know, anytime I voice my opinion or, like, try to express how I feel about something, I always just upset them. And even just now, I was just talking to my stepdad and he got angry at me and I didn't know why. And so I just stopped talking because only thing I could do was make it worse. Because, you know, I don't understand why people get mad. Because I don't really get mad. I kind of repress anger. Because I know it's useless for me to get mad, because no one gives a shit, and I'm very subservient. So if they get mad right back at me, then I'll step down. I don't want to fight. Especially since I know I'm not really worth coming out on top. I never have. I probably... Oh, my stepdad's talking to the babies. They're video chatting. It's so cute. So you'll probably hear him yelling. I'm very sorry about that. Now I've lost my train of thought. I'm just rambling anyway. So that's that. And also just, like, I know I'm not compatible, especially now. Like, I am thriving in the quarantine. I don't have to talk to anyone. It's awesome. I need my personal space constantly. And to get into a relationship, you have to give up that, in a sense. And, you know, I'm very particular. I'm very attached to a schedule, attached to a way of doing things that a lot of people, you know, wouldn't be okay with and shit. So I know, and also I have to be likable enough, and so I know it's not gonna happen. It's hard enough for me to make friends, because I usually don't. I'm just, no. Everyone I've ever really cared about has left me, aside from my family, who has made it quite clear that they never will, which I'm eternally grateful for, because I know a lot of people don't get that luxury, and I really do love them. But all my other friends and shit, they never really cared about me, and, you know, like everyone else has, they use me for whatever reason that they want to, just to, like, you know, I'm always I'm always tagged along, but I'm always taken for granted, kind of thing. So that's a big one. That's one that I've been focusing on a lot, because I know, eventually all my relationships fall apart. That's just kind of how it goes. And they're falling apart now, even, because I know that people get sick of me. And I don't blame them. I'm sick of me too. But I'm also trying to think more positively about myself. Especially because I always think just like, my problems aren't real. My feelings are irrelevant, not valid. But I always say to everyone else, especially when I care about them, and especially when I don't really, just everyone is kind of treated equally, that all of your problems, no matter how trivial they seem, are important to you, and they should be important to the people who care about you. And I care about as many people as I can, I always give people the benefit of the doubt that they need. You can probably hear him. He's yelling. He always yells when he's with the babies. They love it. But God, I keep on losing my train of thought because I'm just listening to babies. I love babies. Oh, and that's another thing. If I get into a relationship, I don't think I could ever have kids. Like, obviously, not physically. But I wouldn't want to adopt them either, because I don't want them to deal with me. Like, I know that one wrong step can fuck them up forever, and I don't want that to happen. And also, I can't take care of myself. And all of this is irrelevant anyway, because I have to be in a relationship in the first place. And that's an impossibility. So, I guess I could adopt if I was single, because people do that, but like I said, just like I'm not going to do that. I don't want to torment the child with my own neuroticism. It's not fair to them. What's another thing? I think that's pretty much what's been on my mind. Like I said earlier, how I said something and my stepdad got upset with me and I didn't know what I did wrong. Like, that's like, I used to talk a lot when I was younger. Like, you can tell from my videos, just like I don't have any problem talking and oversharing. It's just that I know I've trained myself not to, because I know that people either don't care or that I upset them. And so it's just better for me to keep my mouth shut. And because I don't understand what I do that's wrong, but I do it constantly, and I never learn from it. You think I would think I would, but I don't, and that's frustrating. That's extremely frustrating. I don't mean to make myself sad doing this. I was actually in a fairly good mood. I was procrastinating making this video because I was playing Pokemon all day. I had to rip myself from it. Making curry for my Pokemon. Trying to make them my best friend. Because don't get trailed off. Okay, this video has gone on for a minute anyway. So I think I can always over-exaggerate and try to put as many words into it as I can, but it's kind of useless because I said what I meant, Might as well do it in fewer words and try and have people understand than go on and on and on and trying to force people to understand exactly how I feel and how exaggerated it is and how dramatic it is for me. Like, they get the picture. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. And I'm sorry if I bummed you out or just made you roll your eyes. It doesn't really matter. I'm doing this to build confidence. Not to be appreciated, but to build confidence. That's something. If I can find someone who loves me specifically for my shortcomings and failures, that would be great. They didn't expect anything of me. They knew I was, kind of useless. And they love me for it. I read a fan fiction like that, and it was just kind of shocking. Kind of point, because, in romantic fan fiction, it's always just like, no, you're not worthless. You have potential, and that kind of fluffy shit that I love. But this one was a lot more, grim dark, and so it was just kind of a perspective I've never seen before, and I was just like, that'd be nice. Because obviously I don't mind being treated like trash, because I always gravitate towards people who treat me like trash. That's the kind of person I always end up with. And it's just because of my personality. I'm used to being stepped on, and so I'll give anyone my time and affection and loyalty and constant following after them with my tail wagging, even if they kick me, and because that's all I'm really good for. And because I don't really have anything else to offer. If I can just, like, be their sounding board and be there to boost their ego and shit, I'm used to that. That's comfortable. I can't imagine anything else, really. Because I've never had anything else. It does feel good to let it out. It's really nice. Even if I do regret it. And I still regret letting all out in front of my classmates, but I also don't, because it has made me feel a lot better to be exposed like that. Speaking of exposed, I was gonna save this till later in the month, but we're kind of past the midpoint here, so, you know. Hi. It's me face. Let me just take these off. I'm not gonna do every video like this, obviously, but this is my face. This is what I should look at the camera. This is what I look like. I was actually looking in the mirror earlier and I just kind of smiled at myself because I'm kind of cute. And I know that's nothing that I should be confident about because, you know, cosmetics, that's the word. Cosmetics doesn't really mean anything, but take it where you can get it. And I know it's kind of like doing me a disfavor because I'm in the light. I really need to work out what to do with my lamp. Anyway, I've been going on way too long. Okay, and like I said, I'm not going to do every video without my mask because I still don't exactly feel comfortable like that, but, you know. Did you hear that? They hung up on it. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of embarrassed. So, yeah. Thank you. Momento Mori. Now I can wink! Momento Mori. Unus Annus.